Well, it's been a minute, but apparently there's more hilarity around Planet Fitness. Apparently they are trying now, continuing to try and cover up why people may be canceling their memberships. I completely understand why they'd want to do this because, of course, there's some level of intermediary where this is going to prove. It's like when people start buying Bud Light, they didn't want to accept the fact that people were actually that mad about their endorsement of Dylan Mulvaney. But in this case, it sucks for some Planet Fitness locations because they appear to be, from what I understand, independently owned. So they aren't the ones that necessarily came up with these policies. They're the ones that are being forced to promote them, enforce them. And what's interesting is they seem to be covering up the reason why people are actually canceling their memberships. If perhaps you're looking for something to replace other things in your life, check out this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Fume. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's another way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or something like that. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume. And they look at the problem a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors. One of my favorites is crisp mint, or I really like the grapefruit. You get it? Instead of bad, Fume is good. A habit you're free to enjoy and make replacing your bad habit easy. It fills a void in a natural, guilt-free way. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow, which you can see right in the beginning. In the front here, you can see that, and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers lots to do, which is helpful for de-stressing while breaking your habit. Base was, of course, launched back in January. It's a weighted stand for your Fume while it's not in use, with a magnet inside that keeps your Fume attached. The device can be spun around on it, which is also good for fidgeting. I really wasn't sure what to expect, but after I got it going and set it up and I tried this orange vanilla flavor, I've absolutely loved it, and keep it next to me all the time. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. It has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason it can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com/quartering or scan the QR code and use code QUARTERING to get 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code QUARTERING to save an additional 10% off your order today. Now, this via Libs of TikTok, a recent update. Planet Fitness is covering up cancellations. A follower sent this to me and said he explicitly told them that he is quitting because of their woke policies. They instead wrote, quote, "no time" as the cancellation reason. And I've seen this in several other places around the internet. Why is Planet Fitness covering up the fact that women don't feel safe in their gyms and people don't want to support companies who protect predators and embrace gender pseudoscience? And you see a lot of people obviously going in these, Planet Fitness just keeps making things worse for themselves with this kind of cover up. Again, we're not really going to know how many people actually quit their membership at Planet Fitness until such a point in which they have to produce these membership numbers to their shareholders. So I don't know how often they do that, if it's quarterly, if it's only yearly. That's really when you're going to find out if people actually followed through and canceled it. People in the comments, again, pointing out the largest stockholder of Planet Fitness is BlackRock, holding 12 million shares, 14% of the company, and the Vanguard Group with 8 million shares, 9% of the company. So you look at, so call it 14 and 8. So 22% of the company is either owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. You see here, though, on mine, they wrote exactly what I said. Otherwise, they would have corrected it before I walked out the door. And word to the wise, check your bank statement next month. You can see here on the comment section, they actually did write gender policies, bathroom policies. Here's somebody said they did the same thing on my form when I canceled my membership. I think it's a shame. They're embarrassed about all the members that are canceling. They're embarrassed that they've been caught letting terrible things happen. Again, I feel bad. I feel bad for the independent owners of these gyms because they're kind of caught in the crossfire, so to speak. You know, they're not the ones that came up with the policy. They bought in. They're trying to make a living. But at some point, I suppose they have to speak up and say if they really disagree with it, then they have to disagree with it. If you look at people putting out here, BlackRock, Vanguard, and then this SRS Management, which I don't know who they are. They own a ton of it. You know, this was their last post. I'm curious if this was around the same time all of this was coming to light. It was. You know, Planet Fitness still has not brought up anything. They have not tweeted anything. They have not made any tweets. Here's one where they wrote only cancel for the reason. So here's another one, membership cancellation freeze form. You see the numbers, membership numbers. Now this was, here's the thing. This was, oh, that's the join date. Date of request 3/27. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, this isn't an accurate form. Okay. So this is from 3/27, right in the middle of it. And they wrote reason, cancel. Now, maybe they don't always fill this out accurately. It's like when companies say, hey, where'd you hear of us? Even, you know, sometimes when a company asks me, hey, where did you hear of us? I can't even remember. And I'll just guess or say on the internet somewhere or something like that. And they'll be like, oh, okay, so you heard of us online? Like, it's tough to say, like, exactly why they might be obfuscating this, but it does seem very, very, very continuous. You see, Planet Fitness pretty much destroyed, says the company founder. Thanks to people who've canceled their membership or have had their memberships revoked, Planet Fitness business is pretty much destroyed, according to the company founder. This is all because of their bathroom policies that allow biological men to use their women's bathrooms. Mike Grondal, the founder and CEO of Planet Fitness, talked about it after facing weeks of potential boycotts. And one of the gym locations canceled the membership. This news article posted on Yahoo said Planet Fitness allows anybody to use the bathroom of their choice, which we already know about it. Planet Fitness is supposed to be a judgment-free zone, but does not mean putting men in women's only spaces. Now they go on, quote, Planet Fitness was like another child for me, and I put my heart and soul into that building, that company, and it's been pretty much destroyed, you know? It's lost all respect within the country from the last couple of weeks. Now, again, I don't know what level it is. Not everyone is kind of terminally online. I had somebody this morning who I just retweeted send me, this finally got around to canceling my Planet Fitness membership. If they're going to side against women's safety, then they'll take my business elsewhere. So you see the email, we're going to miss you. You've canceled your membership. Apparently you can cancel it right online. So that's nice and easy. And this says, another reason, let us know. And then he wrote transgender bathroom policy / safety. Now, I don't think it's that difficult to find other places to work out. You know, and you see how much of their bottom line will be damaged before they do anything about it. I don't know. I just don't know. This person wrote, same, I ditched them a week earlier too. It's difficult to know just how much their bottom line will be hurt from cancellations. If you look at, they aren't able to market. Their last tweet has 8,700 comments to 700 likes. Not that their Twitter was, doing, insane good numbers or anything like that leading up to it. But now, I mean, you've seen all sorts of stuff. It's MAM 2.0 just dropped. This just recently shared Libs of TikTok, Colorado State Representative. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Rep, it's Madam Chair. Oh, okay. Well, look, again, you see this article from PJW, Modern Entities website. Libs of TikTok. So now we've seen like a wave of 24 people calling in stupid threats to Planet Fitness, which I don't agree with. I don't think that it's productive. I don't think it gets your point across. And I genuinely believe it's just bad actors that are doing this. Like, I genuinely believe that there isn't anybody like on the right wing who faces this boycott that thinks this is a good idea. Like, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think that it's smart to, kind of put this out there and have negative press. But of course now, for whatever reason, the media has just gone out and blamed libs of TikTok for it. After Chaya Raichik amplified the issue, reports began circulating that Planet Fitness locations across the country had been hit with multiple fake call-ins, including at least 3 in Alabama. Inevitably, Raichik herself is now being blamed for her, quote, fans making these threats, notably by feminist blog Wonkat, which reported libs of TikTok fans can't stop sending these threats to Planet Fitness. There's absolutely positively zero evidence of her having anything to do with this, her having her fans or anybody that watches her content having anything at all to do with this, yet here we are, because that's where mainstream media is. Well, it's going to be interesting to see when those new membership comes out. Apparently, people are still canceling their memberships, so not sure that this is going to be stopping anytime soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.